Oskar Schindler, a name that resonates with courage, humanity, and a deep commitment to saving lives. Born in 1908 in Zwickau, Moravia, Schindler's early life was a complex tapestry of charm, opportunism, and recklessness. He was a man of contradictions, often finding himself entangled in controversies and scandals. As World War II ravaged Europe, Schindler saw an opportunity to profit from the war effort. He established a factory in Krakow, employing Jewish workers, who were essential to the Nazi war machine. At first, his motivations were purely financial, but as he witnessed the atrocities committed against the Jews, something profound shifted within him. Schindler began to see his workers not just as employees, but as human beings deserving of dignity, respect, and protection. He started to use his connections and resources to shield them from the Nazis' brutal persecution. He bribed officials, forged documents, and manipulated the system to save as many lives as possible. The famous Schindler's List, a document that would become synonymous with hope and humanity, was compiled with meticulous care. Schindler and his accountant, Itzhak Stern, worked tirelessly to ensure that the list included the names of essential workers, thereby saving them from certain death. Over 1,000 lives were saved due to Schindler's bravery and cunning. His factory became a sanctuary, a place where Jews could work in relative safety, away from the horrors of the concentration camps. Schindler's workers were subjected to better treatment, provided with food and shelter, and protected from the Nazis' brutal whims. As the war raged on, Schindler relocated his factory to Brunlitz, where he continued to employ and protect his Jewish workers. Despite producing ammunition for the Nazis, Schindler sabotaged production, further risking his own life to undermine the enemy. His actions were a testament to his resourcefulness and determination to outsmart the Nazis. After the war, Schindler's heroism was recognized by the Jewish community. He was hailed as a savior, a man who had risked everything to protect others. However, Schindler struggled financially and personally, never fully recovering from the trauma he experienced during the war. Despite his struggles, Schindler's legacy endured. He was recognized by Yad Vashem, Israel's official memorial to the victims of the Holocaust, as one of the righteous among the nations. This honor was a testament to his selfless actions, which had saved countless lives. Today, Oskar Schindler's story serves as a powerful reminder of the impact one individual can have. His actions demonstrate that even in the darkest of times, humanity, compassion, and courage can prevail. Schindler's story is a testament to the complexity of human nature, where good and evil coexist. Yet, it is his good deeds that have immortalized him, inspiring generations to come. Schindler's legacy continues to inspire us, reminding us that individual actions can make a difference, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. As we reflect on Schindler's story, we are reminded of the importance of empathy, compassion, and courage. We are reminded that even in the most challenging times, there are individuals who choose to stand up for what is right, who choose to protect and care for others. Schindler's story is also a reminder of the importance of moral accountability. He was a flawed individual with a checkered past, but he chose to use his flaws to benefit others. His actions demonstrate that we all have the capacity to make choices, to choose between right and wrong. Oskar Schindler's story is a powerful reminder of the human capacity for good, and it continues to inspire us to this day. His legacy serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest times, there is always a chance for redemption and forgiveness. As we look back on Schindler's life, we are reminded of the importance of preserving the stories of those who risked everything to save others. Their stories serve as a testament to the human spirit, inspiring us to be better versions of ourselves. Schindler's story has been immortalized in books, films, and documentaries, ensuring that his legacy continues to inspire future generations. His actions will forever be remembered as a shining example of humanity, compassion, and courage in the face of unimaginable evil. He joined the Nazi Party in the 1930s, not out of ideology, but for opportunity. When Germany invaded Poland in 1939, Schindler took over a factory in Krakow, exploiting cheap Jewish labor to profit from the war. But something changed. Witnessing the brutality of the Krakow ghetto and the liquidation of Jews, Schindler's conscience awakened. With the help of his Jewish accountant, Itzhak Stern, he began protecting his workers, bribing officials, forging documents, and even building a subcamp to shield them from deportation. In 1944, as the Nazis intensified extermination efforts, Schindler devised a daring plan. He convinced SS officer Amon Githe to let him move his workers to a new factory in Czechoslovakia, claiming they were essential for the war effort. Then, he compiled the now famous Schindler's List, naming over 1,200 Jews to be transferred safely. But Schindler didn't stop there. He spent his entire fortune bribing Nazis, even risking arrest. One survivor recalled, he stood in front of the train, handing out bread, shouting, "You are my people." By 1945, Schindler was broke. His factory never produced a single usable shell for the Nazis. He'd sabotaged production to protect his workers. After the war, he fled to Argentina, failed at farming, and relied on donations from survivors he'd saved. Yet he never regretted his choices. "I knew the people who worked for me." When you know people, you have to behave toward them like human beings. Schindler died in 1974, but his legacy exploded in 1993 with Steven Spielberg's Oscar-winning film, Schindler's List. Survivors like Poldek Pfefferberg campaigned for years to share his story. Today, over 8,000 descendants of Schindlerjuden, Schindler's Jews, are alive because of him. In Israel, Schindler is honored as righteous among the nations, a reminder that even in evil times, one person's choices matter. Oskar Schindler's story forces us to ask, what would we do in his place? Heroism isn't about perfection, it's about action. As survivor Leon Lazen said, he was no saint. But in the moment of truth, he did what few others dared. Want to learn more? Check out the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum or Yad Vashem's websites. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story of courage. Who else should we feature? Comment below. Oskar Schindler's life was a testament to the complexity of human nature, marked by both flaws and extraordinary acts of kindness. From his early days as a war profiteer to his transformation into a savior of over 1,000 Jews during the Holocaust, Schindler's story is one of redemption and courage. Despite facing immense challenges and risking his own life, he chose to stand up for what was right, using his resourcefulness and connections to protect those in need. Schindler's legacy serves as a powerful reminder of the impact one individual can have even in the darkest of times. His actions demonstrate that humanity, compassion, and courage can prevail, inspiring future generations to make a difference. Today, his story continues to be a beacon of hope, reminding us of the importance of empathy, moral accountability, and the human capacity for good. As we reflect on Schindler's life, we are reminded of the significance of preserving the stories of those who risked everything to save others. Their stories serve as a testament to the human spirit, inspiring us to be better versions of ourselves. Schindler's story has been immortalized in books, films, and documentaries, ensuring that his legacy continues to inspire future generations. Schindler's actions will forever be remembered as a shining example of courage and humanity in the face of unimaginable evil. His story serves as a reminder that even in the most challenging times, there are individuals who choose to stand up for what is right, who choose to protect and care for others. As we look to the future, Schindler's legacy inspires us to be more compassionate, more empathetic, and more courageous. His story reminds us that we all have the capacity to make a difference, to choose between right and wrong, and to stand up for what we believe in. In the end, Oskar Schindler's life was a testament to the power of human kindness, compassion, and courage. His legacy will continue to inspire us, reminding us of the importance of standing up for what is right, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. His story will forever be etched in our collective memory, a reminder of the best of humanity. Schindler's story also serves as a reminder of the importance of gratitude and recognition. We owe a debt of gratitude to those who risked everything to save others, and we must continue to honor their memories and legacies as we move forward. Schindler's legacy challenges us to be more aware of the world around us, to be more vigilant in the face of injustice, and to be more courageous in our pursuit of what is right. His story reminds us that we are all connected, and that our actions have the power to impact others in profound ways. Ultimately, Oskar Schindler's life was a testament to the human spirit's capacity for good, and his legacy will continue to inspire us for generations to come. His story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope, and that individual actions can make a difference in the world.